Hi, it's me, Tori from hobbysTORies. Today is December 29th, 2022. This is my FlossTube 56. I'm going to be showing 5 whips, 1 fully finished object since the last video. And at the end, I'm going to show my 14 2022 finishes and then talk a little bit about 2023, what I'm going to be doing with this channel. So, first I want to say I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday season, wherever you are, whatever you celebrate. I hope it was a really good holiday. And for the ones that are still celebrating, I hope it continues. And then this weekend is New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So I hope everybody has another wonderful holiday weekend. So let's get started. The one I always start with is Rapunzel. Yeah, because I'll show the finished one when I show the finishes. So let's start with Rapunzel. Right now, Cinderella is in the rotation. So I'm showing you Rapunzel right now. And then here she is the last time I stopped her. So yeah, we're coming down. This is the bottom of her dress. We have like, right after here, we have one more section to go down here. And it's coming along. So this will be finishing her up. And then next time, maybe barely any of their dress. And the rest of it's all going to be hair. So she is on the line right above the finish line, the last 5 pages of her pattern. I do believe they both have 25. Yeah, because I did them in 5s. They both have 25 pages, but the bottom ones are like sometimes smaller pages. So, but here's Rapunzel, and she's coming along, and I also found out that I'm running short on some of their flosses. I think I borrowed them for other patterns, so I got to go through. I have a list of ones that I no longer have a new skein for, and I got to see if I can find them. If not, I got to buy some. And I did buy some more fabric, too. So next, of course, is Cinderella. She's being worked on right now. And, yeah, I bought some Ada coming in, and I am buying some more floss that I need. So, but here's Cinderella. The Ada, I got a really good deal. It was, I bought 4 packages of 18 count Ada, and it was marked down to like $2.47 a piece. So I bought 4 of them. And when it came up in the card, it said I saved like 13 something. So that's kind of cool. So that way I'll have that on hand. So she's being worked on right now. I'm filling in with the white. And because her dress is very, very light colors. And she's in the middle of the thing. So Rapunzel is like way far ahead. And once I get Rapunzel done, I think I'm going to slow down on Cinderella a little. Because she's mine. So I want her to get done by the end of 23. Actually, I want them both done by the end of 23. But I'm going to concentrate on my daughters first. And then whenever I can work on Cinderella, I'll just work on her. Because she is harder. I mean, here you can see that she has big, big chunks of white. And she has a lot of confetti, though. So I don't really work on her as long as I should. But she does get rotation every 4 days. And I try to do as much as I can. Okay, so the next one is my temperature chart. It will be done this year. I can't count it as being done on December 31st. It'll probably be done the first couple days of January. but I am counting it as a 2022. So here's where I am right now. I was talking about going around this, so I did. So it kind of looks like that. And I have everything filled in. I think that's Christmas Day. 30. Yeah, Christmas Day. And then the rest of them. So I get like 2 or 3 days and then I start stitching it in. But everything else is done. I've even put like my name on here and 22, and everything's finished except for just those few days left. I was going to go around this and this with like this green color, but I decided, nah, I'll just leave it the way it is. And then I also thought about putting something in with Wilmington, Delaware, and I decided, nope, not doing that either. So there it is. I'll be glad when this is done. I will. If I ever do another one again, I'm going to do it in way smaller fabric. The next one I have is Nora Corbett, Gathering Eggs. She was in one of my magazines. I've been doing magazines for a couple years now. And here she is. And I completed this whole section, and then I put it away because it was a birthday start on November 26th, and I don't want to work on it every day. I want it to go into rotation. So I finished this. That was my goal, and we're moving on. So see, I did get some of the purple started, and then there's some of the white down here. But yeah, I'm thinking about washing this. I mean, one thing is I messed up the lines right here, so I had to grit it. And then this fabric is very rough, and it doesn't really like roll and stuff. It creases, so I was thinking about washing it in the sink and making it a little softer before I work on it again. So anyway, there that is. I think that's kind of pretty. That's the top of her head right there, and then flowers going up. So since I put her away, I pulled out Down on the Farm because I wanted to finish it. So here it is. I got it all gridded, and this little part right here that I had drawn on, that's where the barn door is supposed to go. And there's the barn door that I stitched out of 28 count, and I put this heat and bond on there. I put it on the back, which attached really well. And then I tried to iron it on here, and it fell off. And now, as you can see, it is splitting. It's starting to ravel. So that did not work. So I decided, I took it off of here because it was crooked anyway, and it's still a little. I gridded it. I reprinted the pattern out because I messed up the gridding on the pattern. I like to draw where the squares are. And yeah, because I had to take it off of here anyway to put the door on by the iron, and it didn't work. And I didn't know what else to do. I tried everything, tacking it. I got to the point where I was thinking about just glue in the whole thing, but after I cut it out and it started to ravel, it looked really bad. So I'm going to go ahead and just stitch the whole thing, except for the door, and then I'm just going to make a closed door. I mean, I really like how that looks, where the door is open and you can see the stall inside, but I just can't. So I don't know if I'm going to make like a rounded door like on here. I'm just going to get the whole thing stitched until there and then just look at it and decide what to do. So anyway, this is now my daily project. So I have either one of the princesses and this. And then every few days I pull up the temperature chart, get that stitched in. That's almost done. And I put gathering eggs away. So I'm going to concentrate on getting this finished. And then I think I'm going to move on. I have plans for 2023. But that's it. So I'm going to let this lay here because now I'm going to talk about my finishes. And her projects are on the wall, and I can't find where I put mine. So I have 14 finishes. They're in one of the boxes that I have set aside with my finishes in. And so I'm just going to talk about them and then show pictures. Pictures look better than the camera anyway. So I'm going to go in order of finish. So the first one we have, and I do believe they're all on 14 count. If not, I will let you know. So the first one we have is Act, Fight, Mercy, and that was an undertale. And that link is in my description box where I bought a book for the undertale cross-stitching. It's a game, and she tried to explain it to me, and okay. So I did a whole bunch of patterns in there for her, and then one for me. So, but that was that one. Then I did, the next one is for me, Autumn Glow. It is from C.M. Barr, and it was in Women's Circle Counted Cross Stitch, 1987. All these links are below. Or maybe not. They might be in the other videos from when I finished them. Because I finished that one back in March. The next one is my Beatrix Potter Quaker Sampler Companion. I donated to Stitchy Box. I do believe it was for the California fires. And I received this pattern and the first pattern. So I had both Beatrix Potters. I did it all in variegated from DMC and a whole bunch of silks I had. And I finished this one in March. Next one I finished was Umbrella, another undertale. And all of hers I put on cardboard, and then I either braided DMC floss or I braided yarn, and then I just hot glued it around to make like a frame, and then I made like a hanger too. This one I finished in May. The next one is Fairy Sea. This is from Joan Elliott's book, Fairies, Cross Stitch Fairies. It's a Joan Elliott book, and this is the Fairies A to Z. I haven't done mine yet, but this is the Fairy Sea, and I finished this back in July. Now this one's just in a 5-inch hoop with a ribbon hanger. The next one is Tree. It's an undertale, and I did it for me. And The same with the braiding on the outside and everything. I finished that in July. The next one is Fireplace, another undertale, also in July, also braided. The next one is Despite, also an undertale, finished in September. Autumn Band Sampler. This one is by Julia Lucas. I got it from Cross Stitch and Needlework, November 2014. And it is on Zweigart 14 count Vintage Country Cream. And I finished this in October. Yeah, they're all 14 counts so far. Oh, Autumn Glow was done on Zweigart 14 count Vintage Smoky White. And Fairy Sea was done on Starry Sky 14 count Ada by Paine is the seller, I think, on Amazon. Okay, next. Room, which is undertale. I finished this one in October. The ones that were on black was really, really hard for me. Black Ada is really hard. And dark blue, too. Yeah. I'm not doing too good on the darker fabrics. The next one is Steven Universe Words. It is from Cross Stitch Quest. And I got it for free online. This one is on 20 count dark blue Lugana that I got out of that package. And a lot of these silks were out of that package. Thank you again for that package. That was years ago, and I still have plenty of stuff that was sent to me by wonderful donations. And my finish was in November. The next one was Steven Universe Van. The designer was Might Be Magic, and I got it on Reddit. And this one was finished in December. The next one is Steven Universe Trio by Cross Me Not. And it's from Cross Me Not Free Patterns. And that is on Charles Craft 747. Some of those new colors they put out. And also in December it was a finish. And then my last one that I just finished because I was working on it last month is Window from Undertale. So you're probably seeing a before and after. A before and what it was supposed to look like, and then what it looks like now. So that was also from that Undertale book, and it was finished on 12/23. And that is it. I had 14 finishes, which some years I have more, some years I have less. This year I had way big projects, so I only got 14. Plus there's been a lot of days where I've only got to switch on like a stitch on one thing. So, but that was my finishes and my 2023 plans. I'm going to talk about that in my next one, my next video. I'm going to have another video up probably before the 10-day mark because I was going to show all my whips. I was going to do a whip parade of what I still have to work on, including my crochet and knitting, because I want to start working on those. I barely did anything this year at all. And now that most of her projects are done, Rapunzel's the only one left for her, I want to start bringing in all of my other hobbies. So that's all I have. So yeah, that'll probably be a bonus video of my whips. And then I'll do another like progress video on the 10th. So I'll probably show my whips right after I finish temperature chart, so I can also show that, because that won't be a whip anymore. And then I'll discuss on how I'm going to do my picking up projects and everything. The 2 princesses are still going to be daily projects. And everybody else is going to work their way in to the rotation. So I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday weekend. We really don't have anything planned. We don't do anything on New Year's, so that's all I have. And please take care. Please stay safe. And bye for now.